I've spent the last 2 years testing dozens of nootropic supplements, including drinks, powders, pills, you name it, I've tested it. Mind Vitality Focus not only made my top 5 shortlist, it was also my personal favourite. In this Mind Vitality Focus review, I'm going to tell you exactly why that is, as well as who I think this nootropic supplement is best suited to. Links to the official suppliers and best prices are down in the description and pinned comment below. So with that said, let's get going. Nootropics are always so hard to judge because what works for one person might not work so well for the next. For me, as someone who's tested them a lot and takes them on a regular basis, I'm always looking for a supplement that is going to work well in the long term, something that is not going to have any adverse side effects, and something that I'm not going to become tolerant to. And that is why I absolutely love Mind Vitality Focus. One of the main benefits for me is in the name. I do a lot of writing, scripting, editing, public speaking, and for that I do need to maintain focus for a longer than average period of time. And this does exactly that for me. It doesn't give me any crashes because there's no caffeine included, which means I can control my caffeine intake myself, but it does have ingredients that give me good, clean energy, and those, for me, feel like they're released slowly throughout the day. It contains ingredients like L-tyrosine, lion's mane mushroom, ashwagandha, huperzine A, choline, vitamin B1, 3, 6 and 12, Bacopa monnieri, rhodiola rosea, Panax ginseng and more to give a really complete formula that for me only really lacks caffeine. And let's be honest, for most of us that's pretty easy to add to our daily routine. Now also for me, I find in addition to focus, it helps me with memory and it also helps me in terms of mood regulation. So a little bit more on how I have found taking Mind Vitality Focus. I originally tested it for a month and it's now pretty much one of the main 3 nootropics that I tend to use. If I had to choose one, it would be Mind Vitality Focus. And the reason for that is the ingredients that it contains. First of all, there's a lot. There's a lot of different nootropic ingredients, the majority of which have very solid scientific research behind them. I'll leave links to those research papers down below and feel free to go through and have a look at them. I'll also link to the official Mind Vitality Focus website where you can find additional sources to support these ingredients. And in addition to the number of ingredients, on the whole, the majority of them are very well dosed. I'm always a big fan of any supplement that includes B vitamins, and again, these are dosed at a pretty good level. We also get folic acid, and each serving is just 3 capsules. Well, I say capsules, they're not actually capsules, they're little tablets that look like this. And that is probably the only real downside that I would say to Mind Vitality Focus, is that if you struggle to take capsules or tablets like this, then it is going to be hard to kind of blend that down into something that you could take with water, which you can do with a lot of the capsules because it's more of a powder, whereas that has been formed into a solid. Now, that being said, it is just 3 tablets per serving, which is pretty manageable. Each one of these bottles contains 30 servings, so you've got a whole month supply. And from a price point of view, it is pretty on point compared to the competition. Now you could take these at various periods throughout the day if you wanted to. For me personally, I tend to take them mid-morning with food and then also with a caffeinated drink, and then I'll probably have maybe one other caffeinated drink around about lunchtime, just after lunchtime. I don't tend to do it much beyond that, but you potentially could take these later in the day if you wanted to, but for me, I think you would lose some of the benefits because for me, when I take this, I do 100% feel the impacts from a focus and from a kind of calm energy point of view throughout the day. And I want to feel that as early in the day as I possibly can. I do find that over time, the impact I think has a cumulative benefit. So by kind of 2 weeks in, I feel like I'm firing on more cylinders than I am after 1 or 2 days. So if you take this for 1 or 2 days and you don't feel any impact, then I would certainly recommend that you persevere. If you've bought a month's worth of supply, then take the whole month, and you will probably find as the month goes on that you start to feel a bit more energetic, you start to feel a little bit more focused in those activities that you're doing. Now, like I said, a side benefit for me is that it improves my mood. I definitely feel a lot more chilled. I don't know if chilled is the right word, probably less stressed when I take this supplement than when I don't. So like I say, it is one of my favorite nootropics. It actually came out top in my top nootropics review, and that's 12 to 24 months worth of testing that's gone into that. So yeah, it is one of my favorites. The other two are NooCube and Hunter Focus, if you want to check those out. But if you do want to see that video that includes all of these, by the way, it includes my top 5 Hunter Focus, NooCube and mindvitality Focus, then you can watch this video here and watch that and see what you think, see which one you think makes sense for you. Thanks for watching, guys, and see you next time.